What's up, guys? Happy Monday, Market Maker Militia. It's Brendan from Market Makers, the Crypto Buddha. Guys, not a lot of price action over the weekend, as you know. Going to get into some patterns, show you how we're tracking Bitcoin, and let you know what we think is going to happen in the very near future, okay? Let's jump right into this. First, let's do a health check on the market. Since the market is super bullish, that's what everybody keeps telling me, what's the longs doing? They are flatline, my friends. That is a nosedive of leverage in the market for the longs. Okay, this is a 4-hour time frame. Shorts, nothing to brag about, but they are definitely higher than the longs. Okay, you can see the shorts right here. Let's go to current time frame, see how Bitcoin's performing. You can see here we did have a bearish cross in our temas, and Bitcoin price did descend. Again, natural trajectory of Bitcoin is to go down when the whales aren't pumping it up. Okay, we are in a bear cycle. Bitcoin is above 47.4 and below 48.5. It's trading at 48.126 right now. Okay, and let's look at some other things here. Let's turn these off while we're here. Turn that off, and let's look at our trend lines real quick. So these are the volatility trend lines based off pivot points. They form channels and shapes for you, and you can see what the projected trajectory of Bitcoin is down. Obviously, you can come out of the trend lines, but again, guys, Bitcoin's just been rolling over. This isn't anything to brag about. Let me show you a couple patterns of how we're tracking this. My Gartley Cobra, as you guys know, I released this. This is my harmonic pattern that I created. It's the marriage of two Gartleys. When they cross over in a choppy market, you can do a formation like this, and it's a beautiful pattern. It is tracking very, very well for us to enter some trades down here at the PRZ, the termination point, and we get some candlestick confirmation. So we'll see if we pump out of this or if we keep descending. I am expecting the market to pump up some, guys. I really am. Before it really comes down, I do think it's going to try that 50 to 52K level again to get rejected again because there's no support for it. I keep saying this. We have record highs USDT. Okay, record highs USDT. Now, if you have that kind of money sitting there, are they buying 50K Bitcoin, you think? Because they haven't been. Are they going to make Bitcoin surge past 50, past 65, bring us to 100K? Or do you think they're waiting for a dip to buy coins, to accumulate more of those 1% wallets? By the way, I saw a statistic. You know how much Doge, the vast majority of Doge, I keep telling you 1% of wallets own 95% of Ethereum, 1% of wallets own 92.5% of XRP. Doge, the 0.01% wallets, 0.01 own the vast majority of Doge, okay? Everybody that FOMOs into these things, they just make the whales rich. It is what it is, though. It's just part of the marketplace. This is another harmonic pattern I'm tracking. This is a butterfly. This is part of the reason I do believe if we adhere to this pattern, we adhere to the fibs, we are going to see another pump, okay? Because the price action would follow this pattern right here. So I do expect us to descend some more. And if we keep doing this and descend more down to 46, I think we're going to see a retest of that high up at 51. Guys, we trade harmonics in our room a lot. So you probably notice with the patterns that I draw. Come check our room out if you're interested in pattern trading. I released that training video in the Gartley. Over 3,000 people watched it. There's a lot people can learn from harmonic pattern trading, and pattern trading in general will make you a better trader. It's just another tool for your arsenal, my friends. But this is something I'm tracking closely for trades as well, and we'll see how that plays out. Let me look at our macro Gartley. I get a lot of questions about this. People saying, oh, but look at the price. It's extended over here. This is a 4-hour time frame. On the daily, it looks much cleaner. But where the price goes in the actual shaded areas, guys, doesn't matter. It has to adhere to the fibs, okay? So you could just move these lines over that adhere to the fibs, and it would look cleaner if you want to do that. But this doesn't matter. Now, pumping up above it and validating the pattern, that's different. But what it's doing now, moving sideways, this is totally normal. It's still adhering to all the fibs, and it's still descending, okay? So this is a macro Gartley. This could take some time to play out. Again, you need a big drop to come down to 42K. So, who knows? That's that would be a decent sized drop, what, 15%, something like that. So we'll see what happens with Bitcoin price action. As far as patterns at play, let's look at a 4-hour chart, see if there's anything different. So my 4-hour chart here, I keep showing you these macro patterns, guys, because nothing's really developed in the last few days. You have your head and shoulder, and then again, if price does descend and find support down here, you're going to start printing candles, candle clusters, just like that, and boom, you have a head and shoulders. And if you broke that neckline, you would be looking at like 37K Bitcoin, okay? But I do expect a pump before something like this happens. I do think price will end up coming down maybe a little bit more, tracking to my butterfly, and then pumping back up, trying that high of 50, 52K, and then getting rejected again because it has no support. You know why I keep saying that? A, we look at the analytics on chain, and then we look at this as well, okay? This is a normal price trajectory of Bitcoin when the whales aren't pumping it up. Every single time, you can see it over and over again in trend, Bitcoin gets in trouble, requires whale pumps to move it. Every single time you start making shapes, whales have to pump it up. When they don't, it rolls over and starts dumping. Dumps down here, whales pump it back up again, and what happens? It starts dumping. There's no wallet support, guys. There just isn't. Nothing has changed. I think this week there'll be some fireworks. This weekend was boring this past weekend, but again, we have a couple harmonic patterns at play. They're both saying the same thing. If we adhere to those fibs, we're going to be looking at a pump back up towards 50 to 52K in that range. And I expect us, and I'm telling you this now on Monday, Bitcoin to get rejected and the price to start rolling down harder and faster. So that's what I expect, and I could be wrong. We shall see. But I do have the patterns at play to back that up, so we'll check it out, guys. Guys, I hope you have a fantastic Monday. Sorry there's not a lot to show you. I'll keep this short, sweet, and concise, and I'll talk to you guys soon.